I'm trying to expand my alts watch list because we potentially have another. I think we have another leg up, maybe on our hands, because we didn't seem to lose 75k, and that was without Seda buying, right? Um, but we'll get into the high time frame, lower time frame. We have this supply demand zone here. We're seeing a lot of sell pressure from 78k, right? So that's the area we need to flip. I would say a little bit like mid time frame. I'd say for if we flip 78, I'm pretty confident because that'll be a break of structure on the daily as well. Sorry, 4 hour, and pretty much if we flip 78, like it'll probably be free scalp longs till at least 80, I think, because this is not really. There's not much here. It's just like I would say this area here was like an imbalance, so we kind of I would expect us to like at least shoot up pretty quickly if we do flip that level at 78. But right now I'm watching for a scalp. What I want to see is like either a sweep or if I see like shorts piling in this blue zone on MMT. So I'll look at the order flow and basically make a verdict whether like if I see like open interest shooting up and CVD is going down aggressively but price isn't able to make any lower low, I will essentially probably take a long here based on that data, or I will second scenario would be long in setting either a limit here or long in the sweep of that, right? So SFP of the Asia low basically that we made today. So that's my lower time frame plan right now. I'm just waiting. In the morning we had a nice scalp short area, but well, I already took this. Got stopped out. It wasn't very high conviction. I took like 0.5 hour risk on this one. But on this candle up here, that it was the one that stopped me out. Oh, wait. Wait, can you guys hear me now? Oh man, I can't believe I didn't check chat sooner. I'm sorry about that. Oh man, that's so annoying. It's Discord because it said my mic was working. Alright, sorry about that. So, alright, I'll start again. No worries. So, I was saying basically like two long setups here would be on the lower time frame. I'll look at MMT, right? If I see absorption at the lows, meaning CVD rising, right? Perhaps CVD rising, but price doesn't can't follow through with a new low. I will take a long based on that if I see shorts piling in, right? Open interest going up. Oh, screen, yeah, you're right. Apologize for that. Man, I'm not on it today. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. Let me know if you can see my screen. Should be working now. I usually don't forget about that. I have to leave and rejoin on Discord. It's so annoying sometimes. Okay, perfect. So yeah, this is like lower time frame. It's been a nice area to long, but we'll see if I see shorts piling in here. Like I said before, I will take a short. Oh, sorry, I scalp long. Very tight stops. But my high conviction area would be for a swing long. I would say we didn't really retest any POIs lower since Saturday. We kind of just grinded up based on some bullshit news by Trump. So naked point of control here, 618 fib, which actually has now it's moved up a little bit, but the difference is minuscule really. Yeah, it's still around my POI. So I'm still looking at 75.4. I think that would be a nice area. This and Bokeh has yet to be retested, right? So if we get that, I'll swing long. And yeah, I'm watching right now for a scalp here, but we'll see. It's two scenarios would be one, if whether I see absorption or not at the lows, heavy like selling or shorting by players, like especially on the buy bit side. They usually are the ones who get trapped. I saw someone get trapped here, but I didn't take that short. Um, but yeah, another one would be a sweep of the lows. That's the second scenario. SFP of the lows, probably 30-minute SFP. That's one I'm planning to take as well. So yeah, we'll see. As far as for shorts, like we're still. This was the only short I took here earlier at the naked point of control, but that ended up getting stopped out. I went half risk because it wasn't like a perfect setup, but I did see some like open interest was aggressively rising here, so perhaps traders got trapped here, and we got them liquidated, I think. But this naked point of control wasn't enough because we ended up making a new high, so that was annoying. But we'll see. Like I was saying before, basically, 78k is a big area to flip. I'm not sure you guys heard that, but 78k, I think if we get above that, we will pretty much teleport to at least 80k, because there's just a massive imbalanced area. So I don't think there'll be much resistance here, other than like these single prints. Right now we've seen like since Thursday we've seen rejections. Now twice, right? Even we got some rejections here as well, but basically this high upper end of like 78 to 77. We're seeing like seller step in, so obviously it's definitely an area that if it gets flipped, I would definitely look for continuations. Also at the beginning of the stream, I said if you want me to look at any altcoins or shitcoins, let me know. I'll pull them up as well. I'll just cover the main ones because I'm not big on altcoins, but Hyperliquid obviously has been rallying nice, so I'll cover that as well. But yeah, my like big short would be like 81, but we're not. I'm not like 100% short on like what I would need to see there. So it's just an idea for now. But let me look. Hype is the interesting one right now. Trading at all-time highs, or it was trading at all-time highs when I checked. Yeah, it's at all-time highs. This is ridiculously strong because of the ETFs, right? So it's just, I understand people want to short this, but I think it's just too risky right now. Unless you get like a really good entry above a high, like a sweep high, like if you had to set a limit here. But those aren't really usually the type of plays I go for. But for example, for me for a long, I think we created pretty much. There's an auto block here because there was an impulsive move on this from this down candle here. So if we come back to retest this and that lines up with this H1 EMA here, I'll look to probably position myself. I think this is right now just in a range. So say I were to draw like a volume profile from here and drag it to the side, it would put it, the entry would be around VAL. I think this would be a very, very clean setup. Let me turn on the actual labels here. Right. Perfect. Man, it's taking a while to load. Alright. Perfect. I'll pop that in chat because I think there's a clean setup. Hold on, I need to turn on price labels as well. You guys in any positions, let me know. Other than like Bitcoin hype, I haven't really been looking at anything else. Ethereum and Solana, yeah, but they were stale for quite a while. At least last week they were pretty stale. Hold on, it's not copying. Okay, I'm getting alerts. We are definitely, Bitcoin's definitely taking a tumble. I'm gonna need to check back on that. Wait. So that's my hype setup, lower time frame. Kato and Wild. Okay, I'll check them. I know Wild's doing well because it's AI, right? Okay, Bitcoin is below our POI, I believe, or around it. So good thing we didn't set a limit, but let me see here. Well, it's not. It's at our POI. It's not below it, I would say. Let me have a little look. See. I'm gonna need to check on MMT as well, but let me see. Yeah. Okay, maybe a limit would have worked. To be honest, I would much prefer seeing a sweep scenario, because this, I believe, is now equal lows of the pre-New York low here, or New York, I should say, because it was New York. Yeah, those are equal lows. That might get swept, in my opinion. So traders with stops under this low here aren't safe. I will probably look to enter on a long on the SFP of that. Why here? Because buyers have been stepping up here. Obviously, it needs confirmation as well. But you know, buyers have been holding up this nicely right above March high. So we have to accept the scenario where we don't get a clean retest lower, like around 75, and this thing just shoots up. That's sort of what happened last time as well. Last time we were at like 74 and basically firm C of last month, I believe it was, or start of the month. So yeah, I'll pop these in the chat one sec, because these are my like local ideas. Scalp long there, swing long and swing short potentially, although I'm not very tied on too much on the swing short, mainly because the only reason would be like I would expect to see, you know, some sort of rejection up here at the 786, and I mean if that doesn't get rejected, then this last like mini supply zone from a couple weeks back, I would expect a rejection from there. So that's why I've done like quite a wide stop on that. But I'll pop that in chat as well, and I'll go check Kato and Wild. Let me have a little look. See Kato. So, are you in a long position on this? Let me check. God, trading views. It's so goddamn slow today. Alright. Okay, perfect. You're on Kato? Cool. So let me see here. I'll check the daily time frame and then I'll go down and see how it looks. So, okay, wow, this has been in a clean up trend since February. Wow. How did I know? To be honest, I didn't notice this, but let me see. It's kind of trading in a clean channel here. So, alright, that's daily time frame. We can clearly see it is bullish. I want to skip to 30-minute time frame here. What I'm watching for right now is demand zones that have not been tapped. So let's find one. And obviously, if it's around this channel low, would it be even better? I would say like the cleanest one I can see is like, although it's been retested but it's not been really fully filled, is this one here. That would be like the first area, but let me go to actually 4 hour. Probably have a better view here. Yeah, so based on the 4 hour, I would expect this to definitely. I mean, it's already been filled, but I would definitely say this needs to hold. Otherwise, yeah, like I don't know what your entry is, but you know, if it's around, if it's at least below the this H1 EMA here, I think you're safe because it seems to be having buy stepping up here every single time. What I would say is though, if it does lose this demand zone here, the 4 hour one, then I would probably place limits around here. I would expect this setup to fill. If it does go there, I would expect it to fill up soon. So, but yeah, like this is when I would leave limits on, because it is a demand zone around channel lows. I think that would be pretty clean. Let me draw up the setup here. All right. Entry would be around 45, 55, yeah. Nice number there. And stop loss, I would honestly put it below, I would say 43.52. Obviously, this would only come, right, if we lose the upper demand zone as well. So, for me, I would actually probably, I know you're already in the long, but if it does come down here again, I think it would make sense to put on a bit of risk here as well. Because I mean, if it's ultra bullish and it's doesn't like break any of the structural lows here, then technically, yeah, this would get front run the lower setup. But I mean, you never know in crypto. Sometimes the drawdowns are brutal. You can be a bit greedy sometimes with entries. So yeah, those would be my long ideas for grass. And then obviously shorts would be like lower time frame SFPs are like closer to channel highs, obviously. I'll draw up a setup here, wait. Something like that. I think that would be clean. But I'll pop the, obviously I don't have any confirmation about the short, so let me pop that in there. All right, I'll pop this in the chat. And I'll take a look at Wild as well. Oh, I just saw that the Bitcoin image didn't load properly. Dan, are you celebrating 30k Nasdaq? No, because I'm not in. No, I'm joking. Yeah. I mean, it's insane to be honest. Why are we trading crypto? You know, it's kind of the only question I have when I see NQ right now. If I was a boomer who invested, 10 years ago, I'd be celebrating for sure. But yeah, let me know, Sash, if you have any interesting alts. You seem to have a good eye for them. I'll take a look at Wild as well. This one's probably mooning as well. It's AI, right? So, yeah. I'll have a little look, see. Nasdaq. Honestly, I'll chart Nasdaq at the end because there will actually probably be. Although I don't like shorting all-time highs, but there probably will be at some point, a top. Even though I don't think we're near it yet, but Eigen. Okay, I'll take a look at Eigen as well. Wild. Okay, brother, who just Richie? Yeah, bro, this is gone, man. I hope you're positioned in this from low. There's nothing much I can do here other than like, when shits like this is mooned, I would look for. I would see where the daily candle would to close, and so I know some people do this. Maybe Sash, I have no idea. But say like, on something as impulsive as this, fucking hell, I would look to see where the daily candle closes, see if there's like a gap there, and then like whatever, if it retraces inside the gap, you would look for like lower time frame like scalp trigger, whether that's an SFP or a breaker structure, whatever it is. You would find an entry inside that gap, but we don't have the daily close yet. But right now, from what I can see, is it looks like it's gonna SFP this high. So, I mean, I'm not sure here, but if it does close like this, technically, yeah, I know some people who would take this type of setup. But I mean, nah, I'm not gonna short this. I'd rather short another altcoin. That's probably not AI. Even though, like, yeah, maybe here we do pull back a little bit, but something like this, I can see there's like a H for FVG there. You would look for a long, like around here. It's like a very tight scalp long. But like I would honestly go on like M5 or something like that and try to find one. Man, my trading view is lagging like shit today. I would say, let me go to M5 and I'll show you what I mean. So, yeah, like it's chopping here a bit, but I would look for something like this. So, say it was the downtrend a little lower. Something like this, and then it were to like, SFP these lows and then put in a breaker structure. That's one that I would take. But obviously it's trading, it's already up pretty big, so I wouldn't be aiming for the moon either. I would probably be aiming for like liquidity to the left, which I just checked. It was like around 45. So that would probably be my target. The wick high from months back, from February I think it was. That's something I would be looking for inside the zone. But obviously it really more so depends on, this setup is just solely based on structure, really. That's pretty much it, because we don't have too much to work with. Check those. Oh my, okay. I'll check the ones that I know will be, no wait. Yeah, I'll check those as well. Who is long that? Which account? How many millions? Alright, let's do Mon, because I know that one will be more interesting. So, I think Mon was one that was like holding structure, if I remember correctly. I do remember it trading cleanly as well. Man, my trading view is lagging. Okay, so it tapped. What is this, daily 200, I think? If I zoom out, I'll be able to tell. Oh man, what? Oh no. Okay, so it's definitely been an update since the last time I looked at it. So I had this zone here drawn out. I mean, it kind of worked again. Well, it kind of blasted through, but okay. So last time I was looking at this to me looked like a downtrend channel. So I think this was an idea I gave in one of the streams. I obviously didn't take it, but yeah. What I would say is it's technically, yeah, and it's still in demand. but like the structure's so fucked because it's like, you know, the high that created this down move was this one, so it's pretty far away. So like it would have to, you know, go back all the way down. Sorry, go the way back up and close that high there, above that high. I just I'd have to zoom in lower time frame probably to find an entry. Yeah, I would say this looks pretty decent on the 30-minute. But only thing is, it is rejecting at. I actually think this is H1 EMA, not daily. I can check. Yeah, it is H1. Oh man, look at that. H4 EMA. Just Pico rejected up there. Sometimes it's super clean. But obviously not every time it'll be as clean as that. Honestly, this if I zoom out a little bit, Mon was looking good, like risk to reward wise, but now we potentially have like, you know, you could argue this is now breaking this like channel here. We have like a lower high here, and yeah, I mean technically this is a lower low, but I mean it did SFP that low there, daily low, so doesn't look the best. I'll adjust this channel a little bit. It looks like it's breaking down, so you know, I would say probably scalp shorts on this if it actually makes like acceptance under this little mini supply zone. I think this don't really relate to AI or anything, so I wouldn't expect it to pull a dildo candle out of nowhere. But you know, I would be watching for swing short on this if I'm honest. I don't know who that guy is. He's long. I understand why he's long. Like he was like looking for like continuation shorts. You know, something like that. This setup would be more so based on like what's happened here. Alright. There we go. Arrow's a bit funky, but you get the point. Like it's starting to look pretty cooked. It seems like it rejected off the daily EMA as well. So for a short, is that what else? You mentioned again. Bitcoin looks cooked on H1. I bet it does. It literally swept me out of my short. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, pretty good. Alright. Let me check. USDT bounced again. I'll check USDT as well, yeah. Eigen. This is pretty strong, like really, because it looks like it's flipped this old resistance in. Honestly, this would be a simple S. So it went daily. If we were to set it at the old SR, outside of daily, it would have not been tapped. Longer, but like this, it will be. And you know, you can do pops below the because that's like that'll be daily 200 EMA. So yeah, that's pretty good risk to reward. I think it'll be clean. Fine, looks like a clean alt. If it's gonna deviate below, that's the thing that I wanted to. Probably is higher than 8. So yeah, easy to tell. It's just it sometimes just trades more cleaner than Bitcoin. I just realized TradingView's been copying and pasting the wrong image. That's annoying. There we go. This one I've missed.